Hey everyone, MichaelBtheGameGenie here, and on today's video we're going to be talking about a brand new exclusive iiRcade that was announced last night based on a game series from one of my friends, Gamester81, Sydney Hunter, Curse of the Mayans, exclusive iiRcade. Hear more right after this. So that's right, guys. There's a brand new exclusive designed iiRcade that was announced just last night based on the Sydney Hunter franchise. I have been a huge fan of this game ever since hearing about its original conception because of my involvement with Gamester81. So I've been a longtime contributor to Gamester81.com. I've been there for about 6-7 years now, and it's the website ran by Gamester81, John Gamester. John, who has his YouTube channel for years. He's a grandfather of, I don't want to say grandfather because I don't want to say he's old, but he's a classic YouTuber, been around forever, someone we all looked up to, and I'm lucky enough, I'm on his site, he posts his videos here. My buddy Mike Tendo, dude, you haven't played this game, he posts his videos here, and even Metal Jesus Rocks, you can see his iiRcade Versus review. So I've been part of this website for years. I don't post as much as I used to just because I'm so busy lately, I don't really have time to put the second posting up, but I've got a couple videos I got to get back up there. So, congratulations to Gamester81. Anyways, I was scrolling through Instagram last night when I came across a post from my good buddy John, and here it was, a Sydney Hunter and the Curse of the Mayans exclusive iiRcade. Only 100 will be produced. I know that John wanted this back when the game was originally ported to the iiRcade. I mentioned it to him and he said, man, I would love to get my own cabinet. And where so much time had gone by, I didn't think it was possible. And I was so excited to see this last night that I just had to talk about it. So if you go check out the iiRcade website, you can see that here it is in all its splendid glory, the new Sydney Hunter Curse of the Mayans iiRcade, and the artwork is just unreal. I mean, the artwork in the game is great, the artwork they do around it, and this cabinet is absolutely stunning. We go down here, this is the same image that we've already saw. You take a look here, I mean, this is something breathtaking. It's definitely a showpiece for your arcade. You can see another side. It's another thing I love about the iiRcade, how there's different art on both sides. It's just, it's a piece of art. And, I'm very, very proud of John. Very cool to see this happen. Like I mentioned, this is going to be super exclusive. There's only 100 of these units being made. So only 100 versions of the Sydney Hunter iiRcade. You can order yours now. Go to the website and add it to cart. As you can see, 30 people are viewing this right now. There's only 100, so supplies are going to be extremely limited. The other cool thing, if I can go back here for a minute, is that right now iiRcade is having the One More Thing holiday extravaganza where all the cabinets are $200 off. So even this brand new exclusive Sydney Hunter Curse of the Mayans iiRcade is going to be $200 off. The regular price would be $7.99. That's for the super bundle that comes with the SamWatt controls and 128 gigabyte memory, so your highest memory. $5.99. You can add it to cart today, and I think that is just so cool. It's so cool to see this game from iiRcade, from John, and see the cabinet all put together. For those of you that aren't familiar with Sydney Hunter and the Curse of the Mayans, I want to show you this excellent clip from our friend Joel Vale, Media Glitch, and he did a little commercial for Sydney Hunter and the Curse of the Mayans. It's been out on PlayStation 4. I have it on my Nintendo Switch as well. It's a great classic retro-inspired game like we've seen so many lately, and it's made by one of us, like, CollectorVision Games, Gamester81, the grandfather of YouTubing. Godfather of YouTubing, maybe that'd be a better way to say it, but it's a dope game, and it translates really well to the iiRcade. The new arcade looks beautiful, and definitely one of the cool ones to add to your collection. Now, people are going to ask me, are you going to add this one, Mike? I might be interested in upgrading my iiRcade because I have the standard iiRcade, which I think looks great, but I have the regular controls and I have the 64 gigabytes of memory. But I know one person I told immediately last night, you guys might have heard, I've talked about it on Super Game Room Dudes. I don't understand why you would have multiple iiRcades. Well, this is my friend Mike Dalton, and I'm showing off his Facebook page now, which is probably a huge breach, but he's the biggest iiRcade fan in the entire world. And I mentioned it to him that, the new cabinet was coming out. I probably shouldn't tell you this. But this is a picture from his Facebook, and you can see his already existing collection. Like I mentioned, I don't know why anybody needs more than one, but he absolutely fell in love with them. You can see he's got Dragon's Lair, Retromania, Beach Buggy Racing 2, Space Ace, and I know he's already got more coming. Plus, he told me last night he added the Sydney Hunter and the Curse of the Mayans one as well. So, very cool for him. Most of you would have already heard about this last night. I know Jong is currently in Seoul, South Korea, but he made his announcement last night from the iiRcade Live 131 from Seoul. There it is, the Sydney Hunter cabinet. There's some great 3D renders here of what the cabinet would look like in your home. It looks beautiful. It's got that new version with the light up buttons, so great on John, great on the team. I'm so excited this thing is a reality, and man, this thing looks so very, very cool. Very good job. Only 100 cabinets available, so get yours today. I want to go back for a second. We'll just turn this off. So if you go back from Sydney Hunter, we've also got the One More Thing Holiday Extravaganza, and I want to talk about this. This is a great time to get in on your iiRcade. If you're thinking about purchasing one, now's the time to do it with $200 off. You can jump in. You can get the iiRcade Classic Bundle, 64 gigabyte premium controls. This is the one I have for $399 currently. Look at that. Oh my God, what a great deal. Holy God, that's fantastic. This is the one I have, and I can't recommend it highly enough. It's great for playing classic arcade games, and especially the more modern ones. But then you've got the ones with the 128 gigabytes, plus the SAN1 controls, like Retromania Wrestling, Dragon's Lair. I'm not a big fan of the Double Dragon one. The artwork's fine, but you have to apply it yourself, so I would avoid that one. Space Ace looks good. It does look pretty good. If you want like an all black cabinet, just jet black, you can also get it that way too. It's the black edition. You can see it down here. Another thing I want to mention, if you're like me, you're living here in Canada and you've been thinking about picking up an iiRcade, but they're so expensive, $7.99 regularly, plus you're going to have to pay egregious shipping, and then your tax and your duty, so it's going to be a massive purchase. You've probably been apprehensive to pick one up. Well, good news. Finally have a Canadian retailer for iiRcade here in Canada. I mentioned this on Super Game Room Dudes last week, but if you haven't seen already, the Brick in Canada has now picked up and are offering iiRcade cabinets for purchase. They're $9.99. You got a choice right now, and these are the extreme good bundle ones with the SAN1 controls, 128 gigabytes. You get your choice between Space Ace and Retromania, of course, which is done after the sequel to the classic WrestleFest, so it's got that great artwork. So if you pop in there, you can pick one up you can have it as of Friday, November 26th right now. Estimated pickup ready after Saturday, November 20th. So it explains the games that are included. There's the product details, shows you some of the artwork, Retromania Wrestling, WrestleFest Inspired, where it is the unofficial sequel. So, guys, if you're interested in picking up an iiRcade, head on over to the Brick now, and you can make your purchase. But keep in mind, they've got this giant sale going now, too, so maybe that's a better option when you do your math. But if you're more interested in just getting here locally, and once the sale is over, the Brick now has them at your disposal, and you can pick them up that way. So great job from the Brick. So guys, that's it. I haven't done an iiRcade video in a very long time because I haven't had anything that's really compelled me to talk about. But knowing John, GameStar81, and talking to him once this game was released onto the cabinet, and knowing how bad he wanted his own Sydney Hunter branding cabinet, and finally seeing that last night, it made me so excited, so proud of both iiRcade, and proud for GameStar81 that this happened. And guys, the cabinet is absolutely beautiful. It's stunning. It's a piece of art. If you're looking for an iiRcade that just will stand out and look beautiful in your arcade room, game room, this is definitely the one. I think it's just beautiful. I'm so happy to see that this happened. I also wanted to talk about that amazing holiday One More Thing extravaganza they got going on. What a great time to get into the iiRcade library and iiRcade family of owners right now. $200 off every single cabinet, and even better than that, you can pick up the iiRcade I have behind me, the standard edition. It's only got half the memory, 64 gigabytes. It's got standard controls, but man, oh man, what a quality product, still all the same, and only $400. There's never been a better time to get in. If you've been curious about checking out iiRcade, now is the time. Either get your standard edition for $400, $200 off all the other cabinets, and that Sydney Hunter cabinet, exclusive 100 units. Get it while the going's good. I also wanted to talk about how we finally have an option to buy these cabinets here in Canada now, thanks to the Brick. The Brick, I mean, they seem to be the go-to place for arcade needs here in Canada. They did it again by making sure that iiRcade is available to us Canadians. So after this new sale is over, or you can do the math, maybe it's better now, you're looking at $9.99 Canadian, and you can pick up your own 128 gigabyte SanWa Control iiRcade unit in either Dragon Lair or Retromania here locally at the Brick. Anyways, guys, let me know, what do you think of the Sydney Hunter iiRcade? I called it iiRcade again. What do you think of the Sydney Hunter iiRcade cabinet? Do you think it looks as pretty as me? Are you as excited as I am? Exclusive, only 100 units. Are you going to be one of the 100 owners? I know my buddy Mike Dalton already is. So let's see if you're one of the other 99 owners. What about the holiday extravaganza? $200 off, the base unit all the way down to $400. Is this something that interests you? Are you going to jump into the iiRcade? I said it again, iiRcade owner pool at this point. And last but not least, tell me, if you're a Canadian, are you excited that the Brick are going to be carrying these cabinets? Once again, thank you so much to everybody for watching. This is Michael B. the Game Genie, and I'll talk to you next time.